Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Live with Hassan Akhtar. Our today's lesson related to class 10th, unit number 1, exercise 1.4. The topic is radical equations. Viewers, first we will define radical equations and then we will solve the question on this topic. Definition says an equation involving expression under the radical sign is called a radical equation. For example, x plus 1 is equal to root x plus 3 and inside the root x minus 1 is equal to inside the root x minus 2 plus 1, etc. Such are the shapes of radical equations examples. So selecting one question from exercise 1.4, we will describe the method of solution. Here in the radical equation, the first kind or the first type is of the following frame. It says square root of ax plus b is equal to cx plus b. A, B, C, D, these all are real numbers. That is, one expression on the one side of equality may be inside the radical and there may be no radical sign involved towards the other side. This says the first kind of radical equations. Starting question number 1, exercise 1.4, statement says solve the following equations. Question number 1 is 2x plus 5 is equal to inside the root 7x plus 16. Starting our solution as writing the same question in the first step and giving it equation number 1. Very clear in the next step, by squaring both sides, we have the left hand side whole square is equal to right hand side whole square. Left side is of the frame a plus b whole squares simply becomes of the frame using the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. Our left hand side answer becomes 4x square plus 20x plus 25, whereas from the right hand side both square and square root will get cancelled and we will left with 7x plus 16. In the next step, shifting the right hand side terms on the left hand side, we have 4x square plus 20x plus 25 minus 7x minus 16 is equal to 0. Simplifying the like terms in the next step, we are left 4x square plus 13x plus 9 is equal to 0. That is exactly according to standard form of quadratic equation. So we have three options. We may use factorization method, you may utilize quadratic formula, and the third option with you is completing square method. Dear students, anyone you find easier you may apply, as we have already solved by using factorization, and also the steps involved in this method are lesser than those in the other methods, so we again utilize their factorization method. What to do in that? Constant number 9 to be multiplied with coefficient of x square, that is 4 into 9 becomes 36. So all possible pairs of factors of number 36 are written here, that is 1 into 36, then 2 into 18, then 3 into 12, next we have 4 into 9, and the last one possible over here is 6 into 6. By looking at the middle term, that is plus 13x, only one out of all these is the suitable one, and that is 4 into 9 is equal to 36. Keeping all the sign positive, 4 plus 9 will provide us 13, as you can see in the next step. That is, we broke the middle term 13 as 4 plus 9. So we have 4x square plus 4x plus 9x plus 9 is equal to 0. Taking common from the first two and then taking common from the next two terms, we are having 4x into x plus 1 plus 9 into x plus 1. Now x plus 1 is common in both the brackets, so we have in the next step 4x plus 9 into x plus 1. Here product of 2 is equal to 0. That means either the first one is equal to 0 or the second one is equal to 0. Using the first one is equal to 0, in the next step we have 4x is equal to minus 9. That is written here, and the second one option x plus 1 equal to 0 gives us x is equal to minus 1. Hope you all are understanding and finding it easier one. Now on the left hand side, dividing both sides by 4, we have x is equal to minus 9 over 4, whereas we have got the value of x is equal to minus 1 in another option. Dear students, in radical equations we are must to do this method of checking, that to check that these values of x whether they satisfy the given equation or not. How to perform the checking? Put x is equal to minus 9 in given equation in number 1. So we will write the same equation. In the next step you can observe the method that the value of x you will put within bracket on the left hand side as well as right hand side. In the next step, making simplification, 2 and 4 will get cancelled. You will be left with minus 9 over 2 plus 5 remains same. On the right hand side you will multiply minus 9 and 7 and 4 will remain same, that is at the place of denominator. So you have in place of 7 into minus 9 over 4 as minus 63 over 4 plus 16 remains same in this step. In the next step, taking the LCM on both sides, left hand side LCM is 2, so we have minus 9 plus 10 whole over 2, whereas inside the root LCM is 4, so on the right hand side we have inside the root minus 63 plus 64 whole over 4. Left hand side simplification gives us 1 over 2, whereas the right hand side we have root 1 over 4. You all know root 1 over 4 gives us value as 1 by 2. So left hand side 1 over 2 is equal to right hand side 1 over 2. Left hand side and right hand side both are equal. That means it is true. Therefore, the value x is equal to minus 9 over 4 is our solution of equation number 1. Now we check for the second value, that was x is equal to minus 1. We put x is equal to minus 1 in number 1. We write the equation number 1 first as it is. Viewers, here be clear that we have just to put the value and keeping both the sides on the same side. We are not allowed to shift any term towards left or right. So putting the value within bracket, we have 2 into minus 1 plus 5. On the right hand side we have inside the root 7 into minus 1 plus 16. Simplifying left hand side we have minus 2 plus 5, whereas inside the root we are left minus 7 plus 16. Minus 2 plus 5 very easy results in 3, whereas inside the root minus 7 plus 16 we are left with inside the root plus 9. You all know the result of square root 9 is 3. So left hand side 3 is equal to right hand side 3. Here again left hand side right hand side both are equal. Therefore the value we put x is equal to minus 1 is also our solution of equation number 1. Hence my solution set is minus 9 over 4 comma minus 1. Viewers, for your knowledge, if any one of the values or both the values were not to satisfy the equation, that is the situation was not like left hand side is equal to right hand side, both the roots in that case will be called extraneous root, and you will not mention any extraneous root inside the solution set. That makes this method complete. Hope you all understand. Kindly provide your feedback. Thank you very much.